everyone, my name is David Meyer and welcome back to First Time Reefer TV. And this day has been a very long time coming. I'm extremely excited. My new and improved Rollermat design is here from Hmahli, Australia, and man, I could not be more excited. Running without a Rollermat, it's probably not been the most craziest things to run without, but it is certainly one of the luxuries that I do enjoy in my system. I got to a point where I just pulled the filter socks off this tank and literally just ran it sockless for a little while. You can see a lot of junk sort of just built up in the system. So I'm looking forward to getting this Rollermat in, giving the base of the tank a really good clean out and probably scraping a lot of the junk that is on the glass there, just to reveal the complete bare bottom, nice and clean, and let the Rollermat do its thing. So as I told you guys, I sent my last two Rollermats away. And not that there was anything wrong with them, I just wanted it to be a redesign, just to be one single unit, more cloth that's on display. He's got the upgraded motor as well as on this, which is comes as standard as a part of the Platinum series and all the ones that he used now. My motor was on the smaller side, so this is going to have a lot more torque to pull through the cloth. And also, it's got the new dual float switch, which is a redundancy float switch, just in case the first one gets stuck. You got the second one there that's going to be able to pick up the slack and do the job for you. So let's unbox it now and check what's in this box. I actually haven't had too much to do with the design of it, but I did tell Eric the space that it's got to fit into, and he did say it was extremely tight. But let's fingers crossed that we've measured properly and it's going to fit in there. But let's unbox this now. Oops. Now there's two parts to this Rollermat. There's the base and then there's the actual roller section. So let's have a look at what's inside here. God damn it. Okay, bit of a camera stand malfunction there, but I think we're back on track now. Like I said, there's two pieces to this Rollermat design, and this first piece, we'll pull out, looks to be the actual roller section of it, which is the top section. And as you can see, Eric's stuff is always superbly packaged. No, man, that's got a bit of weight in it. Oh, that is really heavy. So let's have a look to make sure everything is A-okay. Just carefully lift that. So that is the top section of the Rollermat there. It's got this big cranking motor on the side here, a manual button control that you can push just to activate it manually if you'd like. And then also a speed dial, so you can turn that up and down depending how fast you want that to crank and operate. You can see in here it's got the dual float sensor now. Now I believe one is to be a redundancy. I don't think both have to be activated, but once we've got together I'll be able to work that out very quickly. And these float valves are adjustable to go up and down depending on the height that you want the float switches to be at before they need to be activated. But man, this is some thick acrylic. This is some 10 mil. It's got some hefty weight to it. But this is by far a huge improvement on what I had previously. It's absolutely beast. Now I'll put this down. We'll unpack the main body, which is the part that slips in. Now, because I had the dual socks in here before, I'm going to have to do a little bit of sump modification to fit this in. That's probably going to, well, that is going to involve an angle grinder going to my sump, which I am a little bit nervous about, and I'm sure Eric's probably a little bit nervous about too, but I'm sure I'll be able to manage and not completely mess it up. But two cuts, it shouldn't be too hard. Now, my kids would have an absolute field day with all of this stuff. Just let me quickly pour it out. Like I said, his stuff is always packed remarkably. And this is the bottom section of my Rollermat. Bits and pieces inside. So let's close this box because you can't really see the table with how I've got the camera set up. So let's put it on top of this. Always makes me feel nervous when I hear rattling inside when I'm opening something up, but I assure you we are all safe and sound because that is just the power adapter and the spindle to hold the used roll. Let's get this out now. So this is the body. You can see the cloth will stretch all the way down the side, along the bottom and back up the top. That way it's going to sit in my sump like that. Thread the cloth through, motor hopefully squeezes over the top of it. Now he had to make this extra plate to fit over the 7-inch sock hole that I've currently got, and that's what I'm going to have to cut. This section between here and here on the on that baffle. So then this hopefully can just slot in very, very nicely like that, but you can see 10mm acrylic, this is going absolutely nowhere. Absolute beast. So now that that's unpacked, let's go down and attempt to cut this sump, which means turning off the sump, the flow. I'm a little bit nervous when I turn off flow to the system, so I've always got to be prepared. Make sure you've got plenty of towels. I've got a floor drain, so it's not a big deal. I've got heaps of water already in the water reservoirs, just in case anything goes wrong, that I've got water. And I've got a couple of friends that live not too far away, so if all hell breaks loose, hopefully I can call them and they're going to come and rescue me. But let's go down into the sump now, chop this section out, and try and work out how we're going to get this in. Actually, scrap that. Before I cut that, let's maybe put this unit together. So that's going to involve, so that unit slides into that. And we've got to make sure we're being very careful here. I think I'm going to take it off the box, just so Eric doesn't get nervous. So basically, this spindle goes through this cloth here. That's going to sit inside like that, as you can see. Nice and beautiful. So before we do that though, we are going to slide this cloth all the way through. So pull a good length of cloth out like that. Get it down. Now you'll see here, I'm going to be very gentle, there's a blue bar that's just inside there. The cloth goes between this support and the blue roller, because that blue roller just helps guide it down. So we'll get it in there. The last hurdle now. Now it is a bit fiddly, I'm not going to lie, I will admit it is a bit fiddly, but in my opinion it is 1,000,000% worth it for the efforts down the track of not having filter socks. So I'm just going to line it up. Now I know you guys can't see, but just imagine it's probably got about 10mm clearance either side of the cloth, and you just want to line it up, especially on this. Pull your cloth straight to make sure it's pulling through evenly. I'm going to get a bit of tape, and it's just a little bit of tape to hold it onto that spindle, and then you're good to go. It's just a little bit of tape there. And voila, our roller mat is done. Cloth is on straight, or as straight as I think it can be. Power can be hooked up now, and it is fiddly, but you only do it once. Next time you just replace the rollover. So let's go cut up the sump. I'm going to go turn off the flow now on the tank. I'm not sure whether I could actually probably still do this with the flow on, but I am going to turn it off just in case. So we'll go. Alright, so I ended up turning the valves off on the system, the overflow. So if I get this in here now, just mark out a cut from corner to edge like that. That should give me pretty much 2 cuts that I need to do, the 2 lines there. And I've got an angle grinder here, and I'm nervous about this, but this has got a metal cutting disc on it. They're much thinner, the disc, than your normal angle grinders, and this should actually just sort of melt through the product rather than slicing through it. Wish me luck. Alright, so that's the first cut done. That wasn't so bad. I don't know about this mess in the bloody sump though. Is that going to be a problem? I'll have to wipe that up, shan't I? I mean, we can filter that anyway, right? But let's cut the other side. And we have success! But all this acrylic dust, god damn it. I'm gonna have to like try and scoop that out somehow. Up here I can wipe. So now to try and get this in without messing up. I'll take my skimmer cup off to the side so then I can knock the skimmer if need be. Now essentially I have to put this in as 2 pieces. So if I just get this, I know you can't see it, but just listen to me. If I get this roller mat out like that, that should be alright. Can't believe how much smoke came off there. I should be able to slide this in. Oh baby. Oops. Uh-oh. Okay, that was a very, very tight squeeze. I don't think we took into account this little lip there, but I've got it through without breaking anything. So now, if let's get this rolled in, get that into position. Man, this is nerve-wracking. Yes, I should technically. Fingers crossed, please. Yes! Yes! So, I should just double check. Have a straight roller cloth all the way around. Giddy up. Now, oh man, I am so happy. Let's move this out. Success, Eric. I did break the sump. We've got it in, baby. Let's power it up. Make sure she's all working there. Oh, I'm so excited. Get the power cable through. Oh, so that's the manual button there. That'll activate it. Let me turn the flow back on now. You can see the flow going through there. quickly just turn the flow back on while you guys are rolling. So I'm going to call this an absolute success. And the roller mat is working properly. You can see there. But what I want you to take notice of, how silent this is now. You can barely hear the water trickling down. I don't know what it sounds like on camera, but I can barely hear that coming down at all. Once I tune that wheel, which it looks like it's just about tuned now, it's going to be absolutely silent, which is fantastic. Here's that old section there, all cut out. A bit of smoke came off that, but I survived. I've opened up the fish room doors now. So that is my new Hmahli Rollermat installed onto the system, including cutting out acrylic and everything. And that was a lot easier than I was anticipating, which I'm very, very happy about. Thank God it just fit in there. Eric's an absolute magician for actually coming up with this design, and down right to the millimeter getting it in. I'm so happy that it fit and we got there, and I didn't break anything. So I'm going to let this run and you know, see how the performance goes over the next couple of days and how much mat I go through. But having this adjustable speed dial, I don't know if you can see there, so you can have a really slow roll. You can have it cranking all the way through. I'm going to have it nice and slow there, I think. But I'm really keen to get this system polished up and get all this gunk. There's a little bit of plastic in there from the acrylic, but there's a lot of flow, and this roller mat will be able to get it all out pretty quickly. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like it, smash that like button down in the corner. I always forget exactly where it is, but I think it's over on this side. If you guys got any questions about this roller mat from Hmahli Australia at all, a shout out to Hmahli Australia for producing this for me. Leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get Eric to jump on and answer your questions. If you guys want any acrylic work done whatsoever, from custom sumps to roller mats to resin reactors, media reactors, he's working on a Calcosser reactor for me too. Anything, hit up the Hmahli Australia Facebook page, shoot him a message and say FTRTV sent you. And if you guys haven't, please consider subscribing, because it costs you guys absolutely nothing, and it certainly helps the channel in growing. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, my friends. Until next time, peace!